got the ball here for New York. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Towns finds Anthony. He takes it in. That one's good. This game is all even.
Turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
Miller on the wing. McBride covers. With the fadeaway. The bank shot, no good. The Knicks have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Towns. Towns on a screen. Oh, Towns disregarding the D.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Miller. 12 points for him. Here's Ball. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
Well, you look at Ball. He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. Bull comes in for Bridges. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. To in the cold spell. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Brunson against Ball. Brunson passes to McBride. Williams up top. Pass to Brunson. Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Throwing it down hard. Robinson was fully committed on that one.
And for Charlotte, they're shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Here's Knipple. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Now here's Miller. He's covered closely. That one falls. Miller's got 16 points. For New York, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Outside McBride. Pass to Brunson. Back to Williams. Towns for 3. Diabate grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Miller. Over Brunson. Again, Charlotte.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Outside, Williams. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Shoots. Oh, it's blocked by Bull.
How are you even supposed to shoot over Ball? Insane one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Guys, back to you.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Brunson. After the basket by Charlotte. Outside McBride. Shoots over Miller. New York again can't hit. Charlotte leading by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
A nice shot by McBride.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. There's a screen by Bol. Launches a three. And it's New York with a rebound. Oh, he picked him clean. Miller on the wing. McBride covers. Now here's Miller. He's closely guarded. Here's Diabate. No good with a layup.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
To the middle. The kick out to Williams. Outside Brunson. Pass to Robinson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, you've played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
That free throw misses.
Boy, you want to talk about a man-child to deal with, a monster inside. Look.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan at court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
And next up, let's check out the players of the month. These guys have been red hot. In the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
After a while, some guys get comfortable. Now Giannis, he continues to work hard, adding layers to his game.
Yeah, with his success, it fueled his will to win, Shaq, rather than diminishing it.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And here's Charlotte now. 2-point game. We've got Bol out there with Knipple. Then there's Brandon Miller, and it's Diabate in at the 5. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. New York shooting it well at 59%. To the paint. Here's Anunoby, and he lays it up and in. Anunoby's got 10.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Ball taking his time here. Here's the 3. Hart pulls it in.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Anunoby. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Bol.
Boy, I love the energy that Anunoby plays with. I mean, he's so good at forcing the defender's hand.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Tell you what, every coach would love to have a bunch of guys like OG Anunoby. I mean, long, athletic, can make plays at the defensive end at a high level. And, of course, being able to knock down the three is that whipped cream on the strawberry shortcake.
And he's good on the second. Charlotte trails by 5. Ball passes to Miller. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's good for 2.
We know Miller is a big-time scorer, but tonight he's operating at an even higher level.
Inside. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Miller. Over Bridges. Miller can't get it to go.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Now here's Brunson. Puts up a 3. Ooh, Brunson with the triple.
That's a reminder that Brunson is an effective threat off the ball as well.
The Hornets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Knocked loose. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Bridges against Miller. Clock at 6. Shoots over Bridges.
I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
To the inside. Towns passes to Bridges. That's it. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Assisted.
Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Mikal Bridges lethal in the catch and shoot. You've got to run him off those kinds of looks.
Here's Knipple. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. The 3 from Ball. Offensive rebound. Miller, the pass to Bol. Fader on the way. Charlotte, no good that time either.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Outside Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Anunoby, a screen on Ball. Pulls up. That one rolls around and rims out.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that is a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
Now here's Brunson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Back to Hart. New York needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Bol. And here's Miller. Give him 20. To halt the run. Diving in. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Outside Brunson. New York working the ball around now.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Charlotte trails by 10. Pass to Miller. It's tipped. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. And here's Anunoby. 5 on the clock. From the low block. Towns so skilled inside.
Boy, that sharp awareness of Towns. Clock running out, he just beats it.
Now Miller. 23 points in the game. Out to the right wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart passes to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Inside. And the basket by Bridges. 6 points for Mikal Bridges.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Brunson against Miller. Pass to Ball. Takes a three. Charlotte, no good that time either.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Stolen by Ball. Here's Knipple. Anunoby covering. Ball, a screen on Bridges. To the middle. And finished off by Ball.
Really good screen that time. Then Bowl with the quick roll.
Brunson with it. 16 points for him. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Towns, left side. Three-pointer, Bridges. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 7 tonight. Miller on the wing. Back to Ball. And stolen by Bridges. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 7 tonight.
Hey, that shot Anunoby just knocked down is a lot harder than he made it look.
Ball passes to Miller. Shoots over Bridges. Here's Ball. And finished off by Ball.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
The shot. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 25 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Brunson finds Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ball. And it's New York scoring again.
Another hoop for Brunson. Really, he's one of the most potent scorers in the league. He's on a heater tonight, folks.
Here's Knipple. He's covered by Hart. Back to Miller. Lets it go. And it's New York with a rebound.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Pass to Towns. New York working the ball around now. Back to Hart. Oh, they get a hand on it. And he's all alone. Here's Miller. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Miller knows how to finish in these situations. Turned on the Jets in transition.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes come. Out of this timeout.
Attention fans, now on the court is your house squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Who won the t-shirt?
Now we get a chance to check some stats for Josh Hart.
And for an idea of
And some changes here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Williams. And Brunson is subbed in for Dottier. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Miller on the wing. McBride covers. Outside White. Launches it. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
they've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
So on the floor for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Anthony. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Brunson in at the 1. Miller outside. Pass to White. Shot clock at 6. And Miller the bucket on the assist by White. And that's now 29 points for Brandon Miller.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And there's the lob, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
New York leading by 10. Anthony outside. Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Out to Bridges. Miller, a screen on Towns. There's Ball with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Towns on a screen. McBride on the wing. Towns outside. Anthony against Miller. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
More than capable of running point. Anthony, a gifted passer, really has good vision.
Anthony against Miller. Bridges, a screen on Anthony. Bridges outside. Connects from downtown.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Now here's Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Ball. And a big finish by Robinson.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Miller against Anthony. Miller outside. Back to Ball. And there's a defensive 3-second call.
the line for one, LaMelo Ball.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Bol, he's checked in for White. New York also changing it up. Anunoby, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for McBride. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Anthony. Pass to Hart. Towns, left side. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. Here's Ball. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
The first free throw is good. And so Ball nails both of them.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-6 run. Bridges against Miller. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
You know, what you like about Miller is that he doesn't leave opportunities out there hanging. I mean, he's a solid all-around player.
That's good for Miller. Knipples checked in for Bridges.
At the line for 2, Miller.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Brunson. Bridges passes to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Bridges down low, full covering. Here's Knippel, back to Miller. Bol, a screen on Brunson. Miller, the pass to Bol. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. The finish! Cat runs the floor and finishes at the rim.
You know, what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Here's Miller. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Miller's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
New York leading by 6. And here's Brunson. Anunoby, a screen on Miller to the middle. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
OG, reliable and capable as a scorer. He's got his rhythm going, so he's going to keep shooting.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Brunson against Miller. It's Brunson working inside.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Miller against Hart. Bridges pulls it down. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Six on the shot clock. Towns fires from 12 feet out. Cash.
Towns can do some exciting stuff on the floor. We're seeing it from him here in this one.
There's the screen. Oh, Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hart. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Miller. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Releases, and no one in the vicinity.
And you cannot leave anybody open on balls, team, because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Here's Towns. Outside Brunson. Now Towns. Hard outside. Bridges. He's off from three. And that's an easy two. Gotta love the breakaway opportunity there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes to them. I mean, these hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. How about Miller rising to the occasion? Talk about coming up clutch. Big time.
Towns on a screen. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Stolen by Miller.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Here's Brunson. Now Anunoby. Ball with a steal.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Outside Brunson. 19 seconds left in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Brunson. It's good from beyond the arc. The triple drop. So New York wins it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Mitchell Robinson.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Miles Bridges.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. But that doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel quickly out there with Jakob Poeltl, and Murray Boyles in at the 4. And for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball is out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Knipple. Then there's Bull. And it's Diabate in at the 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Quickly. Sinks the triple. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everyone. Greg, it is a huge day on the NBA calendar.
Well, getting a Christmas game is special. They're normally reserved for the best teams, and the guys on the floor tonight have earned their chance to be on the big stage.
And here are the Hornets now. Raptors knocking down the tray. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Ball shooting for him might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Toronto working the ball around now. Screen by Poeltl. Pass to Ryan. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ball. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Barnes passes to Ryan. Now here's Quickly. Poeltl sets the pick for Quickly. Inside. And timid old school big man Jakob Poeltl still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player. Well, I'll tell you what, Jakob Poeltl leaves his house and he puts the hard hat on. He is a hard-nosed, no-nonsense pivot player. He's really had a solid career.
Miller outside. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Well, that is the shot he should be looking for. He's just got to hope for better luck next time.
Here's Ball. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Bull. Ryan with the rebound. Toronto with the ball. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Yeah, their activity and intensity at the offensive end really set the tone for the game.
Here's Miller after the Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Diabate. Poeltl with the steal. Quickly against Ball. Quickly the pass to Barnes. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Hornets on defense now. 4-point game. Barnes outside. 5 to shoot. The shot. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And Charlotte turns it over again. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Fifth on the list, Brandon Miller.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Well, when you have that kind of sacrifice and effort from your two guard, it makes a big difference. These guys help their teams win the 50-50 battles. Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And here's Miller. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Pass to Bol. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And so Bol nails both of them.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 5. Barnes outside. High, arcing shot. Gnebel with the rebound. Charlotte trails by 8. Here's Diabate. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Top of the key, Quickly. Back to Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Now, here's Bol. His last outing, he had 18 points. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
Well, after getting hammered on the boards in that one, you'd expect them to make some adjustments. Let's see what they've got.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go. He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Barnes looking around. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Ryan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Left side, Miller.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Raptors leading by 10. Now here's Barnes. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Ryan. No good on the three. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And the Raptors with the ball. Barnes outside. Pass to Pirtle. Stolen by Knipple. And it's Miller penetrating from 7. And it's Ball. That time on the assist from Miller. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Barnes drops it in from 14 feet away. And the Raptors lead by 8.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Down low. Here's Miller. Nice spin out the left rim and in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Toronto leading by 6. Here's Quickly. He's got 5. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Knipple. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And that's what the scouting report says. Give Barnes the jumper, but that time he made you pay.
Knipple with it. He has yet to score. Miller up on top. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. To the middle. Here's Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Barnes passes to Ryan. There's the try. And Miller with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the Raptors with some changes. Battles checked in. And Barrett subbed in for Scotty Barnes. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Miller outside. Out to Bridges. Fast break Toronto. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Brandon Miller. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Ingram. 17 points in his last outing. To the inside. It's blocked. On the wing, Miller. Barrett covering. And it's Miller with the jam.
And that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Ingram outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's Ball with the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got his third basket of the night right there.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Ingram. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Clock at 6. Launches it. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive. Just an attacker. Bridges wants to rock, especially near the rim.
Outside, Barrett. Ingram against Bridges. It's Ingram on the wing. There's the pick. Let's go. Ingram can't get that one to fall. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now Miller. And he banks in the lane. Miller's got 4 this quarter.
Now how about this move by Miller? Using the pick and roll to create some space for himself.
Ingram outside. Pass to Battle. Here's Shed. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Puts up a deep three. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Miller outside. Pass the ball. Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in, and it's Bol in for Miles Bridges. Toronto trailing. Here's Shed. He averages about 5 points a game. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Greg, is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes on my drop 10. We down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. 6 threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes on my drop 10. Oh, we down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. 6 threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes on my drop 10. We down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot.
And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at Miller. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
The Raptors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Charlotte trailing. And here is Ball. 7 points in the game. Miller finds Ball. Now here is Miller. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Ball can't hit. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back over to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Toronto with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. Barnes outside. Pass to Shed. Here's Murray Boyle. And the 3 off target. Hornets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Miller the bounce pass. Ball. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Shed. Raptors moving the ball around. teardrop shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Barnes.
Barnes has just taken control tonight offensively. He has lit up that scoreboard.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 8. Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Go into the rack with energy. Isn't the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Barnes, following the score by Charlotte. It's good. Ryan's got 9.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Now Miller. Shot from 12. Off the left rim and out. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Toronto trails by 3. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Quickly, he's checked in for Toronto. And checking out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Charlotte on D. 3-point lead. 3-pointer. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
Pass to quickly. Inside. There's the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Here's Miller. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Toronto with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. 5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Okay, now. What touch from Barnes.
Miller with the ball. He's coming off a 28-point game against Washington. He's looking for ball and finds him. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Tie game here in Charlotte. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Toronto, 53.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
They should just keep shooting 3-pointers. It's worked well for them. Why ever go inside?
Do I detect a note of sarcasm?
That's not a note, that's a whole chorus. And moving things along, let's take a look at some contenders for this year's dunk contest.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And so it's Charlotte with it. So for Toronto right now, we've got Emmanuel quickly. Jakob Poeltl out there with Scotty Barnes. And Murray Boyles in at the 4 slot. Now here is Miller. Back to Bol. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Barnes. Here's Ryan. Here's Poeltl. And it's blocked. Miller kicks the ball.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
Now Barnes. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Poeltl sets the pick for Barnes. To the inside. Pass to Ryan. Buries the 20-footer. Ryan's got 11.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And here's Miller. He's got 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Poeltl with the steal. 3-on-3. Barnes passes to Quickly. And stolen by Bol. Miller outside. Bol setting the pick for Miller. Shot from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. He's got 12.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Barnes outside. Here's Ryan. Off target from outside.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Miller outside. Pass to Bol. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Bol's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
And guys, this is kind of Bol's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's Miller penetrating, and it's Miller with the jam.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
Barnes outside. Pass to Poeltl. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Quickly. On the wing, Barnes. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
That's a great pass by Barnes. This guy's versatility really shows on a play like that.
Pass to Bol. Barnes outside. Here's Ryan, covered by Miller. Good. Now just a 2-point Charlotte lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Miller surveying the floor. Screen by Bol. Throws it up high. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
For Charlotte, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Pass the Bol. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Bol's got 17.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Barnes outside. Here's Ryan. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Ball against Quickly. Pass to Barnes. Here's Ryan. 6 on the shot clock. Quickly with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Miller. Pass to Diabate. It's Miller on the wing. He's feeling it. Jump shot is good that time. Miller's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. Down low. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
And Toronto making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Hornets leading by 8. Miller right side. Releases. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Stolen by Quickly. A floater. It's deflected. Miller outside. Pass the ball. puts up a deep three. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Check out some of the numbers for Miller. Putting up about 24 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
Here's Ryan. He's got 17. Hurdle finds Ingram. Here's Ryan. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ryan's got 11 points in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks. Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Hurdle with a screen on ball. Here's Quickly. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Bol in for Sharp. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Walter. Ingram outside. It's a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram, totally under control.
Bol is out there with Bridges. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's White. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And here's Miller outside from beyond the arc and then some. Miller's got 23.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Barnes outside. Pass to Walter. And stolen by Miller. For the finish. And Miller throws it down hard.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Here's Barnes. Following the bucket by the Hornets. And here's Barrett. No good from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On the wing, Miller. Covered by Barnes. Fast break, Toronto. Onside, Barrett. From deep. Trains it from beyond the arc.
R.J. Barrett with that lightning-quick release.
Hornets leading by 17. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Back to Miller. Shoots over Walter. That misses off the backboard.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Ingram with it. He's against Bridges. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Slicing and dicing the defense on that drive. Ingram using that long stride to get to the rim easily.
Now here is Miller. Shoots over Walter. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Pass to Shed. Ingram against Bol. Raptors moving the ball around. Now here's Barrett. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Miller the bounce pass. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Bol.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Shed. Back to Barrett. Here's Shed. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ingram. Miller grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to White. Back to Miller. And here's White. It's Miller on the wing. Over Barnes. And there's Miller. That's good on the assist by White. And now it's 27 points from Brandon Miller. Bridges against Ingram. Barrett setting a pick for Ingram. Into the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Knipples checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for White. Both free throws, good for Ingram.
And honestly, the one thing that's held Brandon Ingram back is health. And at this stage of his career, if he is able to play, he is going to be a huge factor.
Now, here is Miller. Here's Knipple. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Hurdle with a screen on Ball. From 11 feet away. No good on that one. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Miller outside. Not enough on that one as it misses. Toronto trails by 17 to the paint. And Miller with the block. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Miller's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Charlotte.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Here's Purtle after Charlotte getting the 3. And stolen by Bol. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. It's tipped. Ingram with it. Defended by Knipple. Ingram outside. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Now Barnes. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Just 4 to shoot. Over Bull. And the Raptors miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ball from long range. And the Hornets miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's quickly. Ingram outside. The kick out to Barnes to end the cold streak. And the layup is good. 20 points for Scotty Barnes.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here is Miller. And Pirtle sends it back.
Yeah, forget about it. If Pirtle's in the paint, he's going to use his size to alter everything in there.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Miller with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Here's Ryan, covered by Miller. Ryan the pass to Barnes. Now Pirtle. Raptors moving the ball around. Ryan, no good. Pass to Kneppel. And again, the Hornets missing. Toronto trails by 18. Ryan the pass to Quickly. Barnes outside. Here's Quickly. Fires the three. Good.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Miller outside. 18 feet away. Nails the jumper.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
On the court is your Ice Squad. It's time for defense.
Toronto trails by 17. Clock at 6. Barnes rips down the rebound. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Quickly. Puts up the 3. Cleared away by Ball. Charlotte leading by 17. 1:44 left in the game. Outside Ball. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's Pirtle rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Charlotte.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question that's a morale booster.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Brandon Miller.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. He's off on the second. Count the basket.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Pass to Walter. Here's Shed. Onside Barrett for the three. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Coby White.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Fears out there with Murray. Then there's Saddiq Bey. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5. And for Charlotte, they've got Brandon Miller, Knipple out there with Bol. Then it's Ball, and it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doris, when we saw these two teams come up on the schedule, this was one you and I were looking forward to.
Oh, my goodness. This was one I've had circled for sure. And the reason, two teams that executed a high level, and boy, did they play at breakneck speed.
Now here's Williamson. Out to the wing. Bey with a screen on Miller. 6 to shoot. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Ball. Miller outside. Shoots over Fears. Miller can't get it to go. To the paint. He got a piece of it. Inside. Here's Bol. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for one. Ball.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Bol. Here's Murray. 9 points for him in his last game. Williamson with a screen on Ball. Murray against Ball. Murray passes to Bey. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Bey with a screen. Wing shot on the way. Murray, no good. Miller against Bey. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The kick out to Ball. This one for 3. And Bey pulls it down. Murray passes to Bey. To the inside. And stolen by Bol. To the paint. Miller can't get it to go.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Pass to Messi. Back to Murray. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
And the bucket is good.
Boy, you just see the mid-range confidence for Brandon Miller. That's a huge part of his development.
Here's Murray. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. To the middle. Here's Messi. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Miller. A real weapon on offense. Averaging around 24.5 a game. That's good from Bol on the assist from Miller. Bol's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, Brandon Miller with the pretty feed.
New Orleans trails by 3. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter. Plus, I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Guys, back over to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And here's Miller. 27 points his last game. Pass to Bol. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Williamson. In transition. They swipe it. Miller, left side. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Pass to Bay. Now Williamson. Bol covering. Picked by Misi. Clock at 6. It's picked off. Miller against Bay. It's Miller with a drive. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Out of bounds. Charlotte keeps possession, and the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And he's going for the oop here, and finished off by Bol.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. New Orleans trails by 7. Now Murray. Pass to Misi. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bol against Williamson. Bay outside. Inside. Stolen by Ball.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Charlotte, middle part of the year, they're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
Right now for Charlotte, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Now here's Bay. He's scoreless.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's here's New Orleans now. It's a 10-point game. For 3, Fears gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And good awareness by Bay. I mean, he has a nice feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Miller with it. He's got 6. Pass to Diabate. Back to Miller. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Now Bull. Stolen. Bay with it. He's picked up by Miller. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And Charlotte making a change here. Bridges is checked in. Up top, Bay. Now here's Murray. Down low. On the wing, Murray from the arc. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Bridges passes to Miller. Clock at 4. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Miller's got 8 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Misi. Here's Fears. Murray inside, hounded by Ball. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Knipple with a bucket.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
New Orleans trails by 9. Here's Fears. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Bay. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here's Ball. Still no points. To the paint. Here's Miller. And Fears pulls it down. Outside Murray. Pass to Bay. They kick it out to Murray. Beyond the arc. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller. 10 points for him.
Wow, that's where the quick release of Brandon Miller helps.
Now here's Bay. Tightly guarded. Pass to Misi. Bay outside. Here's Fears. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Plenty of space. And there's Fears on the assist by Murray. Fears has got 5 points.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Now Miller. He's got 10. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. And the shot no good. A bit short.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Back to Bay. Over Knipple. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller with it. Pass to Knipple. Jacks up with 3. The rebound by Murray. New Orleans trails by 7. And they double up Murray. Now here's Misi. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter here. Now Murray. From behind the arc. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Specifically, which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. Number 1, New Orleans. The Hornets in second.
These two teams have been playing some...
Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for New Orleans. Fears comes in for Queen. Miller outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Shot clock at 6. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 12.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Knipple out there with Bol. Then it's Ball. Then it's Miller. Here's Fears, started by Miller. And the layup is good off the glass. Fears has got 7 points in the game. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And for New Orleans, Bones Highland out there with Fears. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Jones in at the 4. There's Ball with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Ball's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thank you, Allie. Jones, the pass to Highland. Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
Pass to Bol, out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Now here's Miller. Tight defense on him. And Bey pulls it down.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Count it. Good. 11 points in the game.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Miller outside. Pass to Bol. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game.
Take a break.
The efficiency is at an all-time high.
And he drops it first. Messi, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Bol drops them both. And here's New Orleans now, trailing by 13. Now here's Highland. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Fears. Picked by Messi. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Knipple. Miller, a screen on Bey. Fires from the line. Connects. The jumper drops. Knipple's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Fears shot is off. Charlotte leading by 13. And here's Miller. 12 points for him. There's Ball with a 3. And Fears pulls it down. Pass to Highland. Here's Fears. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Bol Bol. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night. First one falls for him. And New Orleans making a change here. Murray's checked in. So he gets them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Here's Bol. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bol's got 15.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
To the middle. Here's Fears. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Charlotte leading by 11. Pass to Miller. And here's Bol. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Murray. Now Messi. Here's Fears. Guarded by Miller. Back to Messi. For 3, Fears. Ball with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. And finished off by Bol.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. New Orleans trails by 13. New Orleans calls timeout. One of the stories here, Bol Bol getting it done today.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a look at the stats for Bones Highland.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here's Jones. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Outside Murray. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Miller. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Wow, Brandon Miller doing some work in the painted area. To see that young man be that willing to mix it up, oh yes.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, then on Tuesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against Indiana,
You'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Sharp, he's checked in for Charlotte. Bridges comes in for Bowl. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for New Orleans. Miller on the wing. He's got 14. Shoots over Fears. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
4-3. Ball with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Miller, right side. Count it. Miller's got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
On the wing, Murray, hounded by Ball. Jones from outside. Miller pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 15. Bridges, a screen on Jones. Here's Miller. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Miller's got 18.
Boy, he might be early in his career, but Brandon Miller is capable of this kind of thing nightly. This guy is cooking.
Pass to Fears. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Brandon Miller. New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he...
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Charlotte on top, up by 16. And time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
High flyers, every single one. But the truth is, creativity is the special sauce.
And voters can't really judge that without knowing what they're going to see. Competition-level dunks are kept secret. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Hornets.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Bol out there with Knipple. Then it's Miller. Then it's Ball. And it's Diabate in at the 5. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. Here's Bol. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Bol's got 19 points.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Williamson with a screen on Ball. And it's Murray off the drive. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds now. It's tipped. Bay outside for 3. Fears. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Murray scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Williamson. Lets it go from deep. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
In terms of volume and accuracy, Murray has shown a lot of growth with his three-point shot since entering the league.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Diabate. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Picked by Misi. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 6 points for him.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Pass to Bull. Williamson comes with a double team. And here's Knipple from the arc. He drops it from range. And the Hornets lead by 20.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Now here's Misi. And here's Williamson. Bull covering. Hey, from long range. Bull grabs the board. Bull's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball outside. Miller a screen on Murray. Pass to Knipple. Back to Bull. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Miller on the wing. He's got 18. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Miller's got 20.
At this point, Brandon Miller is getting whatever he wants on the offensive end. Defense better step up.
Pass to Misi. Here's Fears. Back to Misi. And the layup is good. Misi's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Bull. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Pass to Williamson. Here's Fears. There's the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Outside Bull. Back to Miller. Bull, a screen on Bay. The drive by Miller. There's Ball with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Ball's got 6.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
New Orleans calls timeout.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
All right, ladies, coming over the court. Come on and get loud for your Breakers Dance Crew.
turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Hornets in second.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Ball against Murray. Pass to Williamson. Here's Fears. 6 on the shot clock, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. Five on the clock. Takes the three, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Knipple. Now Miller. Give him 20. Here's Diabate. And that one drops. Diabate's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Pass to Fears. Outside Murray. They need this. Knipple with the rebound. The Hornets have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Miller with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Murray.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Miller hits them both.
Well, Brandon Miller's agility is a big strength, guys. He can draw a lot of fouls when he's using that quickness.
Pass to Fears. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Williamson.
Number 25, Trey Murphy.
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 20-7 run. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Guys?
Not a bad idea. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Bay, right side. Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Miller, the pass to Ball. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. As always, things getting interesting in the West. A look at the standings. Taking a look at New Orleans. They're currently in 4th place and trying their best to get a better seeding.
Checking out the Pelicans. They've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as this season winds down.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Here we go. It's time to get there. Everybody on your feet. Show us your moves. Next dancer.
Bay outside. Pass to Fears. Outside Murray. Bay with a screen on ball. And here's Bay to win the drought. The shot comes out.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Miller finds ball. Shot on the wing. The shot no good.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
To the inside. Here's Misi. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats. Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Sharp. Bowl comes in for Green. And Miller subbed in for Pippen. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bridges outside. Back to White. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
So for the Pelicans right now, we've got Zion Williamson. Bones Highland out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Queen in at the 5, down low.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Pass to Bull. And it's in there. Bull's got 25 points in the game.
What a great pass from Brandon Miller, just understanding how to put it on time and on target.
Now Williamson. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And New Orleans making a change here. Misi's checked in. For New Orleans, Bay, he's checked in for Jones. Fears comes in for Queen. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Highland. Here's Pippen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Bay outside. Pass to Williamson. Back to Bay. The 3. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 5 assists tonight.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Fears. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men. This guy can make jump shots from anywhere on the floor. We see you, young Mr. Miller.
Pass to Misi. Now Williamson. Over Bridges. The rebound by Bridges.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Miller against Bay. Now here's Miller. He's guarded closely. Misses in close. Bay passes to Williamson. Going inside. Yep, that one goes. Williamson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love how decisive Williamson is.
When he sees a lane to the basket, he seizes it.
Bay against Miller.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Bay. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 10 points in just the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pippen, pass to Miller. Now here's White. They set the pick. Well, you ask the older generation about load management, they'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And he makes a first. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game, and so it's Charlotte winning this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
Just don't understand where we went wrong. I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul, I gave you. As a matter of fact, I was the one who said I loved you first. It was about 8 years ago. Don't act like you don't know. We were sitting at home in your mama's living room, 'cause we couldn't be alone. See, your mama knew I was something else. She knew how I felt back then. We were in school, and that's your favorite excuse. Growing up, I was a fool, and I can't lie, I'm missing you. Listen and don't trip. I think I need a bottle with a genie in it. Here's my wish list. First one, I would create a heart-changing love. Second one, I'll take yours and fill it all up. Third one, but I don't need a lot of wishes, 'cause I'll be okay if I get one. If I had one wish, we would be best friends. Love would never end, and it would just begin. If I had one wish, you would be my boo. Promise to love you. Trust me, I'll trust you. I'll trust you. If I had one wish, we would run away, making love all day. Have us a baby. If I had one
the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and